reflection losses minus 45 to minus 55 dB, insertion loss 0.2 dB, cost is high. Fusion splicing. Fusion splicing is the act of joining two optical fibers end to end using heat. The goal is to fuse the two fibers together in such a way that light passing through the fibers is not scattered or reflected back by the splice, so that the splice and the region surrounding it are almost as strong as the virgin fiber itself. The source of heat is usually an electric arc, but can also be a laser or a gas flame or a tungsten filament through which current is passed. First, the two fibers are aligned and butted in the way of their connection. This alignment is done in a fiber holder. After this, the electric arc comes into action, as when it gets switched on, then it produces some energy. That heats the butt joint. The heating effect melts the end of the fiber and then the two get bonded together. After the two form a bond, then their junction is covered with either polythene jacket or plastic coating so as to protect the joint. By making use of fusion splicing technique, the splice generated losses are very less. The loss range lies between 0.05 to 0.10 dB, both in case of single mode as well as multi-mode optical fibers. Mechanical splicing. Mechanical splices are alignment fixtures that hold the ends of two fibers together with some index matching gel or glue between them. The following two categories come under mechanical splicing. V-groove splicing. In this splicing technique, a V-shaped substrate is taken and the two fiber ends are butted in the groove. Once the two gets placed inside the groove in proper alignment, then they are bonded by an adhesive or index matching gel. This adhesive provides proper grip to the connection. Elastic tube splicing. It is a technique of splicing the fiber with the help of plastic tube. The plastic material is rubber, inside which a small hole is present. The diameter of this hole is less than the diameter of the fiber to be spliced. When the fiber with a slightly larger diameter than the hole is inserted inside the hole, then it eventually gets expanded as a symmetrical force is exerted by the material on the fiber. Due to this symmetricity, proper alignment between the two fibers is achieved. Material and equipment used for splicing. Fiber optic cable, pigtail, 2 in number, stripper, mechanical splice, cleaver, IPA cleaner and wipes, trash can, fusion splicer. Tips for better splices. Thoroughly and frequently clean your splicing tools. When working with fiber, keep in mind that particles not visible to the naked eye could cause tremendous problems when working with fiber optics. Properly maintain and operate your cleaver. The cleaver is your most valuable tool in fiber splicing. Within mechanical splicing, you need the proper angle to ensure proper end faces or too much light escaping into the air gaps between the two fibers will occur. The index matching gel will eliminate most of the light escape but cannot overcome a low quality clave. For fusion splicing, you need an even more precise cleaver to achieve the exceptional low loss, 0.05 dB and less. If you have a poor cleave, the fiber ends might not melt together properly, causing light loss and high reflection problems. Fusion parameters must be adjusted minimally and methodically. If you start changing the fusion parameters on the splicer as soon as there is a hint of a problem, you might lose your desired setting. Make sure to change one variable at a time and keep checking until you have found the right fusion parameters for your fiber type. Documentation. Documentation is absolutely necessary for future references and troubleshooting. Therefore, we should ensure a proper reporting and documentation. Documenting the fiber optic cable plant is a necessary part of the design and installation process for the fiber optic network. It helps in planning process, can save time and material in the installation, allows better planning for upgrading, speeds up the cable pulling and installation. Documenting the installation properly as part of the planning process can save time and material in the installation and allow better planning for upgrading. After installation, the documentation can be completed with test data for acceptance by the end user. If equipment is repositioned on a network, as is always the case, proper documentation will allow easier rerouting to the proper endpoints. Information record about the cable, splice, fiber, parts, etc. is a must and should be captured as follows. Cable, manufacturer, type, ID, length and drum number, splice and termination points at distant markers, fiber, fiber type and size, splice and connection data, losses, connections, types, splice or connectors and types, fiber connected, losses, paths where the link path goes in every cable. The fiber optic cable plant therefore must be documented with the path of every fiber, connection and test. 2. Key learning. Module objectives. At the end of this module, you will be able to acquiring the basic information on splicing, types of splicing, and splicing operation. Understanding the importance of documenting the steps for splicing. Optical fiber splicing. Optical fiber splicing is the process of the permanent connection of two pieces of optical fibers. This technique is used to form long optical links for better and long distance optical signal transmission. Splicers are couplers that form a connection between two fibers or fiber bundles. At the time of splicing two optical fibers, the geometry of the fibers, their proper alignment, and mechanical strength must be taken into consideration. The most common application for splicing is concatenation, joining cables in long outside plant cable runs where the length of the run requires more than one cable. Reasons for optical fiber splicing. Following are the reasons for carrying out splicing. When we want to lay a long fiber cable, the manufacturer might supply it as 2 or 3 short pieces. So, we need to splice to join these cables together and make a single communication link. Sometimes, optical fiber links might be cut off. So, we need splicing to join them together. You need splicing to terminate the optical fiber cables to network switches, fiber patch panels. We can't just terminate an optical fiber cable directly to a switch. Types of optical fiber splicing. There are following 2 types of splicing: fusion splicing, mechanical splicing. Mechanical splicing is further divided into V-grouped splicing and elastic tube splicing. Fusion splicing. No reflection loss, very low insertion loss, 0.1 dB to 0.15 dB. Cost is comparatively less. Mechanical splicing. Reflection losses minus 45 to minus 55 dB. Insertion loss 0.2 dB. Cost is high. Fusion splicing. Fusion splicing is the act of joining 2 optical fibers end to end using heat. The goal is to fuse the 2 fibers together in such a way that light passing through the fibers is not scattered or reflected back by the splice, so that the splice and the region surrounding it are almost as strong as the virgin fiber itself. The source of heat is usually an electric arc, but can also be a laser or a gas flame or a tungsten filament through which current is passed.